Are you frustrated with online dating? Confused by all the new apps and fancy dating sites? Do you find yourself choosing the wrong person again and again? Well, studies show that hiring a dating coach can maximize your online dating experience. So no worries, I've got you. And I've created a virtual course called Doing Dating Right. It's a 5-video series that you can complete at your own pace in your own space, right at home. How to write your online dating bio, pick that perfect picture, and so much more. Want more info? Go to my website at jenniferhurwitz.com. Again, it's jenniferhurwitz.com. Good morning. Good morning. This is Doing Relationships Right. I'm Jennifer Hurwitz, and I'm your host every Tuesday and every Friday. And today's Friday, it's a Just Jen micro episode, and I'm going to get a little rant on today. Oh my gosh. I'm going to talk about post-divorce breakups, and specifically the divorce breakup that is the first breakup after your divorce. So I'm not talking about your divorce. I'm talking about the breakup that happens from the first relationship that you're in post-divorce, which is a little bit different. So I was talking with my friend Rob Roseman, Rob Roseman at WTF Divorce. What the fuck divorce? One of my dear friends. I adore him. And he has this new platform that is all about divorce and what the fuck divorce. It has all kinds of great information and, oh my God, experts, and I can't even talk today, experts and information and dating stuff and relationship, whatever. It's great. Just check it out. What the fuck divorce. And so he does these like anonymous stories where like he asks questions and says like, what are you thinking about dating? And people like put in stuff. So someone anonymously asked a question about like post divorce breakups. And I thought about my first breakup after my divorce. And I reached out to Rob and I'm like, God, Rob, I was thinking about it. And my first breakup after my divorce, I wrote about it in both of my books. And I actually wrote a blog about it as well, because I don't think people understand most of the time. And I know there's a percentage that I didn't look up and I should have, but very rarely does the first relationship post divorce end happily, or does it end in a long-term commitment or a relationship or a marriage? Okay. For those of you that it does, that's awesome. I have a very dear friend that you all know, Michelle Dempsey. If you don't follow her, Michelle Dempsey Meltech, who is lucky enough to be fantastic enough to have married her first relationship out of her divorce. And she is happy and fantastic. And so kudos to her. But very rarely does it actually happen where you marry the first person right out of your divorce, unless, sometimes you were actually dating like that person, or you knew that person prior to getting divorced, or you, whatever, it doesn't matter. Even sometimes you were having an affair. It doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. Most of the time it doesn't work. Period. It doesn't work. So let me explain to you. The post divorce breakup, the first one out of the gate, the relationship is usually so much more heartbreaking than even the divorce itself, because you don't expect it to happen. I expected my divorce because I was thinking about getting divorced for far longer than I even, I thought about my divorce for years before I pulled the plug, right? I thought about it. I talked about it. We talked about it. We were thinking about staying for the kids. We were thinking about talking about it after college. We weren't really sure. I went to therapy. We were inside of therapy. We were outside of therapy. So I knew it was coming. I prepared for it. We talked about it. We went to, we were separated for a year. So I knew that I was going to be going through that heartache. Even though it was awful and it was terrible and it was the worst ever. I'm not minimizing your divorce. Divorce is awful. But that relationship, the first one I had, it was 6 months long or 8 months long, I didn't want to break up. I didn't want to be cheated on. No one wants to be cheated on, but I didn't ask for it to end. It was a shock to me. He came to me one day, this guy, and he's like, I want to break up. And I was devastated. I didn't expect it. I thought things were going great. We were having, great sex. Things were awesome. And he cheated on me with a friend of mine. He broke up with me. I was in bed for days. I was devastated. I felt like somebody ripped my heart out. And it was terrible. And then even the next relationship that I thought was great, the breakup was terrible. Breakups are different. Maybe people will disagree with me, but I don't know. Breakups are much different than the actual divorce itself. They're just different. It's not someone that you've been with for 12 years or 15 years that you have 2 children with. It's someone that you're just having fun with, or you enjoy their company, or you think they're awesome, or it's something new and fresh and exciting. And you've been talking to them and chatting with them. And, it's like a boyfriend that you have in high school. Your feelings are all excited and exciting and blah, blah, it sucked. It totally sucked. It was the worst. Um, so I think people need to be prepared for that. I don't think that a lot of us are ever prepared for the pain of our first relationship, for the pain of our first relationship breakup post divorce. So I just wanted to get on here for a couple of minutes and just give my little rant and thank Rob for posting that question the other day, because it really got my wheels a turning, got my brain cells, you know, popping. Oh my God. Because I'm thinking to myself, God, I need to tell people, I need to warn them. And I wrote about it in my books, and I did blog about it, but it's been a long time for me. I've been divorced now for almost 8 years. Can you believe that? Almost 8 years. So, and I've been in a long-term relationship now for 5 years. So I don't think about this kind of stuff, but I'll tell you this much for free. Holy shit. It was awful. Oh my God. Which is also the reason why I don't blend. So people are like, why don't you blend families? Why don't you and Jim meet the kid? But here's why. The first 3 relationships I had out of my divorce, I met the kids, and my kids met their kids, and I had relationships with these children. And I still to this day wonder what those kids are doing. It broke my heart when the first relationship cheated on me and the second guy cheated on me, and I didn't see his kids, and I wrote about it everywhere. But I never use names, but it still broke my heart. I don't want to have relationships with people's children that I'm not going to be with the rest of my life. I don't want to fall in love with these kids. I don't want to be their stepmom, quote unquote, if I'm not going to have a relationship that lasts. Now, granted, Jim and I are together 5 years. I probably could at this point. And yes, I love his kids. And yes, he loves my kids, but our kids don't need to meet unless we're getting married. So the fact that my kids formed relationships with these dickheads that I knew for 20 minutes was stupid. It was a waste of my time. I had this one guy at my son's bar mitzvah, for fuck's sake. I mean, I never saw him again. He's a total loser. So why would I do that again? If you don't know that your kids are going to be in a relationship with this man, excuse me, with your partner, why would you do that? Oh God, I'm ranting. And I'm drinking, hint, on the episode right now because I love it and I can't talk. Anyway, so that's that. It is 7 minutes long and I'm going. And that's it. Have a great day. Follow me on Facebook. Join my Doing Relationships Right private Facebook group. And don't forget that I am taking on 3 new clients for the summer starting June 1st. If you're looking for dating coaching or podcast and social media coaching, I'm your girl. So find the link in my bio or on my show notes, on in whatever. That's it. Have a great day. Peace, love, and so much truth. Bye, guys.